So I really want to do this tomorrow morning, but I'll do it today. And everybody talks about new style of honey, but it's still rock and roll to me. Everybody talks about, especially now during the 10 days of repentance, on the fact that we have to be nice. To be nice. We don't have to be nice. Got something for you. We don't have to be nice. And I'll tell you why we don't have to be nice. Anybody wants to know why? You want to know why we don't have to be nice? Eitan, you want to sit here? Darling. I'll give you an example. I spoke to this woman today who gets services for, she's an elderly lady. She gets services for, God, what is it, 6 hours a week for somebody to come in to clean the house and so on and so forth. And they gave her the ability to break it whichever way she wants. 2 hours, 3 times a week, and so on and so forth. So she made an arrangement with the agency, with the woman, that the woman will come twice a week for 3 hours, and there will be the 6 hours. And she said, okay. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. The woman keeps on coming for half an hour. She does like a storm, and then she goes out. So this woman complained. The woman came to her and says, why are you complaining? It's not nice. What you're doing is not nice. If you were a nice person, you would not have complained. So this woman said to her, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your boss. Goodbye. And she said to me, did I do the right thing? I said, no. You did the right thing. She said, wow, being nice. I said, no, you don't have to be nice. What we need to be is truthful. Be truthful. Say the truth. Speak up. Being nice allows us to live. What we call being nice is really to lie. In this form of niceness, we are lying. For example, argument's sake. Let's say, argument's sake. Let's say I don't like Zalman. I don't like Zalman. So, I don't have to be rude to him, but, I don't like him. I'll tell you, listen, I don't like you. Why A, B, C, and D? Is it better for me to pretend that I like him and then behind his back stab him every single time? So then we say, well, it's Lashon Hara. I can't speak Lashon Hara. I'm not speaking Lashon Hara. I just told him I don't like him. I'm telling you the truth. Being nice is telling the truth. It's different than what the world tells you to be nice. And how do I know that? Because we have the mitzvah of tochecha, of rebuking one another. If you like someone, tell them, listen, buddy, I care about you. What you're doing is wrong. You really cross all the lines. What Will said today? No, let him be. We know what the truth is. And yet we make excuses because we feel the need to be nice. So we are lying to everybody. That's not being nice. Being nice is showing to somebody I care about you. Care about you is not just buying you a drink or bringing you a bouquet of flowers or doing this or doing that. Being nice to you is also to tell you, hey, listen, you really shape up. I don't know. Listen, change the way you take a shower more often. Great guy, why don't you take a shower every day? I don't know, something like, just tell him you care about him. I'm being nice to you. So what we say is that, we have to be nice to one another. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake because we don't like anyone. But we just want to be left alone to do what we want, so we let others, we agree to their lies or to the lack of truth in their life so we could continue with our lies as well. That's terrible.
Political correctness.
I'm sorry? Political correctness, absolutely, yes. It's terrible. It's not that you're trying to run people's life, and it's not that you're trying to be judgmental. Because I know that we are not the judge. There's only one judge. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. God is the only judge. We don't judge people. But I got to tell you the truth. Argument's sake, if you stink, I'm not going to tell you, you smell like nectarines. You know, you stink, man. Take a shower, put deodorant. So the problem comes when we know. Now, I'll tell you how it becomes worse. If, let's say, for example, you have a child molester, right? And we know that he's a child. Everybody would agree that the guy is a pedophile. Oh, we can't say anything because we have to be nice. The guy is killing people. He's raping little boys or girls. He's a pedophile. We're hypocrites. Let me tell you something. And I'm going to bring race into this. I'm going to bring race into this. If this was, argument's sake, a person of color, let's say a black person, would he be judged the same way as your buddy? That he's a pedophile? No. So where's the fairness? Where's the nicest? Where's the whole thing of being nice? You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. Eradicate them. We have a mitzvah midoraita to eradicate the bad from your neighborhood, from amongst you. It's terrible. Take somebody like this, outcast them. We don't need his mitzvot, and I'll tell you what, Hashem doesn't need his mitzvot also. Because when he raped a child, he killed him. And I told you this before. Every single day, this kid that becomes a man is alive. Every single day, he dies and comes out again. Every single day. He has to live with it. And why? Because of this Rasha. So you know what? Get out of here. We don't need you. And Beit Din should come in and separate him from his wife, and that's it, and his children. Tell him, you know what, get this batel. Find some kind of a loophole. I mean, we are like expert of loopholes. We can't find a loophole like this. Find a loophole. Oh no, we can't do. All of a sudden, it's like, no. We have to be nice. If you have a guy who goes with a married woman, with an eshet ish, we know that a person, when we become a chazan, has to be like a person that nobody ever spoke to about, and so on and so forth. Now you're taking a chazan that was caught with an eshet ish, you're going to make him a chazan again? Like, what in the world is wrong with you? Oh no, we got to be nice, give him a second chance. Second chance, there's no second chance. The Gemara says, it's crooked, you can't fix it. It's total loss. Get this guy in and send him out and let him do tshuva the rest of his life. You're going to let him sing? No, what's wrong with you? Oh, we got to be nice. We got to be hypocrites? When you tell me nice, I'm going to tell you something else. You're not nice, you're a hypocrite. We have to do it. We have the chiyuv midoraita to give tochacha to people. To ubi'arta hara mikirbecha. Well, I'm not saying take a gun and put it into his head and throw him in the river, pour cement over him. But it doesn't have to be a part of my community. Go somewhere else. We don't want you. How can a guy like this, who even has rumors that he's messing on with kids, can be a teacher in a yeshiva? But we laugh at the church when that happens to them. And why wouldn't we do it? Why? Because you also have any issues with that? Why is that? Are you afraid? Say the truth. Are you afraid what somebody's going to say that you mean? It's okay. Live with that. But you live with the fact that you say the truth. I don't understand it. And then we're going to say, oh, chatanu. Now you understand why we say chatanu, avinu, pashanu? Because there are certain things, certain averot, that you and I do all together as a community, but each one individually. When there is a guy who was killed between two cities, we measure the distance from the cities, and we bring, a calf. Excuse me, we chop the head off, and the chachamim of the city say, "Yadenu lo shavchu et adam hazeh." It's not our hands that spilled the blood. But the rabbi is going to kill a guy? No. But since you did not eradicate the bad behavior, and you didn't educate the people in your town for that, and the Gemara says probably a guy came in and he wanted something to eat. The people from the city threw him out, and he went in and robbed somebody and killed him. So ultimately, you are. I don't know the legal terms exactly, but you're accessory for murder. Now you need to come in and say, "Well, I did everything in my power to educate the people. People have their own free will. I don't know, but as far as I'm concerned, I did everything." But really, truthfully, did we? Did we do that? And I'm going to tell you. So if you're going to feel that people are looking at you, oh my goodness, right? And if you said the truth and it's still like this, that's a great sign for you. You should say thank you, pick your stuff and move to a different town, because that's not a town you want to be in. It's all easy. It's all easy to say and to do, and to say to play the game until it's your turn. If Chas v'Shalom, it's your child, what would you do? You're going to fight like a lion. You're going to take a baseball bat. You're going to come banging on his door. You're going, if Chas v'Shalom it was your wife, who knows what you would have done? So what happened to nice? It doesn't exist anymore. So this year, work on the truth. Be truthful. To yourself, first of all. To yourself, first of all. And to others. So listen, buddy, you don't take it the wrong way, and I don't care how you take it. You can take it from whichever end you want, but I really want to tell you something, and I tell you only because I care about you. The behavior sucks. And the guy might say, really? I'm sorry, I wasn't even aware. And then you help your friend. And then when you help your friend, you mekayem, ve'afta l'reacha kamocha.
What if he doesn't retaliate that way? I mean, it goes totally the other end.
Hey, listen, I told you what it is. Now, you want to act the other way? Okay, act the other way, But I did my share. And guess what? If you decide to change, then call me. I'll be here to help you. But until this point, do me a favor, just lose my number. Ricky, don't lose that number. But if you want to change, I'm here for you. If not, but I told you what you need to do. Don't come and crying to me later on. I told you this many times, guys. I hate it when I'm wrong. And many times I tell you. You think, oh, the rabbi is crazy. He's so tough. He's all this. He's all that. But I'm right. And that's why I hate it when I'm wrong. And why? I hate it when I'm right. Why I hate it when I'm right? Why do I hate it when I'm right? Because you were wrong, and it's going to cost you. But there were plenty of people who took it to heart and changed their ways. And you mekayem with this, ve'afta l'reacha kamocha. If we see, tell me, is that nice, for example? If you see a guy who is about to kill another person, or is about to mechalel Shabbat, for that matter, tell him, you take your friend and say, listen, Habibi, don't do this. You're going to be held responsible in Beit Din. Chas v'Shalom, there's a chiyuv mitah for that. There's karet for this. There's this for that. Don't do that. And the guy would say, I didn't know that. And you saved the guy. You saved two guys. Or you would say, we cannot do that. I'm going to tell him that. How would he feel? How would he feel about himself? I'll just say to the side, maybe. Just say the truth.
Well, if he says, don't worry about me, worry about yourself.
Okay, not a problem. So we're going to stop you. And if you actually did that, we're going to bring you to Beit Din. And off you go. If we give you the proper warning, if we give the guy the proper warning, out of intent to really try to stop him from doing this sin, and he violated it, and we told him the severity of his sin and the severity of the punishment, he still said, I don't care, leave me alone with all this thing. Okay, in the time of Sanhedrin, we'll, rope them up and string them up.
Right. I'm saying today, in today's day and age.
Today's day and age.
Yeah.
Today's day and age is, you still need to tell them. It comes so many different ways. How about intermarriage? How about intermarriage? You see one of your friends going out with a shiksa. I mean, she might be a great girl, but she's not Jewish. Tell them, listen, buddy, what are you doing? Well, you're going to say, leave him alone, let him be. She's a nice guy, I'll eventually maybe I can convert her also. And tell Habibi, you're going with a shiksa. What are you doing? What are you doing? Being nice? Then you are guilty as well.
Halavai was that simple.
Oh, it's very simple. It's very simple. You need to learn to say it in a very objective and caring fashion. Listen, I'm not the most liked guy because I usually try to speak my mind in a very nice way, of course. But I say it in a way that could not be understood in two different ways. Now, if you choose or somebody else chooses not to like me because what I told you the truth, well, gesund ahead, good for you. I don't really care. I need to be truthful. If I call myself a Ben Torah, and if the Torah is if the Torah is my spiritual mother, and the Torah is emet, is the truth, so therefore I'll betray my own mother's name and reputation by being untruthful, won't I? Would you do something like this to your own flesh and blood mother? No. I didn't say, be a vigilante and start, waving, but say it in a very objective, in other words, that it's not any kind of a personal vendetta against a person. Take him to the side, buy him a cup of coffee, give him a cup of beer or something, or, say, listen, I want to talk to you 1 second. Like, what's going on with you? Listen. But tell him, I say it only because I care about you. If I didn't care about you, I would not tell you. I'd tell you, go ahead. Just do what you want. Because we know the truth. This whole concept of political correctness, this whole concept of being nice is for a very simple reason. To erase the boundaries or the known boundaries between good and bad, to the point that you would not know anymore what's good and what's bad, what's right and what's wrong. When you don't know what's right and what's wrong, when you don't have a clear opinion, an idea of what is the truth and what is the lie, what's the emet and what is the sheker, therefore you become vulnerable to anything that I would like to manipulate you to believe in and to actually do. I can tell you all the news in the world and call them the truth and will all be fake. It's the funniest thing. And I try to stay away from calling places like Emet, Sheker, and so on and so forth. Why? Because it reminds me of something that you guys were not born, but during the Soviet era, when the Soviet Union was, the Ministry of Propaganda by the Soviets was called Pravda. Pravda means the truth. There was nothing truthful about anything the Pravda said. Nothing. And the same thing with newspapers. Forgot who he was, which rabbi it was. So I told him, many years ago, the time of the Hasidim in Europe. So he told this Hasidim, now everything in a newspaper is a sheker. You think Trump made this thing? No. It was always a sheker. So the Hasidim went and said, Rabbi, at least admit that the date on the newspaper is emet. He says, no, even that is sheker. It was printed yesterday with today's date. So, and if you would like not to get lost in the chaos, in that fog of not knowing what's right, what's wrong, If you would like to gain control over your own lives, if you would like to help not only your fellow Jew, but your fellow human being, stop being truthful, first of all, to yourself. Because I told you this a million times. To yourself, you would lie more, you would dare to lie more than you dare to lie to anybody else. So start being truthful. Speak up. Say the truth. In a respectful manner. Do not yell, because nobody hears you when you yell. Speak. Say the truth. Make your statement, and then make an exit. If you don't want to have control over your life, if you want to be a puppet, well, just continue being nice. So maybe instead of saying have a nice day, you should say have a truthful day. See you tomorrow.